I kept it too real ever since the beginning. The
weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the New England Patriots and the Atlanta Falcons. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25.
Red!
And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be... behind the line.
Why did I think this?
Second and 13 at the 22-yard line.
Ready!
3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on second and 13.
Bravo!
From the gun, it's Wilson. Open man is Kyle Pitts. He's got the end. Finding space at the 40. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in.
On the
If you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. The Falcons sitting at 5-2 on the year, and they come in on a good run, winners of 5 of their last 7.
And I thought they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On second down, there's the option going left. Down to the 25. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside 3rd of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
Carlson able to put this one through. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
Come on, come on. Hey.
And here's a quick throw to Hamler on the edge. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be second down. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and attack them and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And it will be Falcon football.
Let's go now, let's
About
go now,
set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. And the Patriots are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they can turn it into points.
They pass at the line, ready to go. They come into this one with an 0-8 record. The playoffs obviously out the window weeks ago. For now, their season boils down really to one question. How do we come up with that first win?
It's a great question, and I do think that they'll get it because they've been close a few times. But in order to get it done, morale has to stay high, so a lot of that goes on the coaching staff. Yeah, easy to coach when you're 7-1. That's a piece of cake. But with their record right now, how do they manage to keep these guys going in the right direction? And they're going to need some help from some of those veterans in the locker room as well.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here.
Here we go.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Ready.
They'll set up a throw. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside. And my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. It's caught at the 10. A big play there for New England. And even 40 yards after the big play. A chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Go.
zone. Touchdown, New England. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Ready,
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete, and then get to the running game and get things settled down.
And still in the first half here, a long way to go. Wilson's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
And that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. If they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Steps away to his left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They've got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. On 4th down, Matt Ariza sent on to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That's a 43-yard punt, aided as well by a loss on the return. And the Patriots take over.
Ready.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. The offense coming back out here, plenty of energy. Just exactly what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Pack the 60, pack the 60.
Keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Let's go now.
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A pickup of 27. And they pick up the first down in the process.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field. And a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. This one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
They'll decide to keep this once more. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the key, picking up the first. Harris running straight ahead. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Ready.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained. That's a play that'll likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. If points result, what call this play significant?
He can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And that's Grady Jarrett, who forced his way through to register the sack.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
And that's going to be caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to extend their lead. Oh, this is blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That could be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just 3 points seeded.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Took just 1 play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Play action now. Wilson. Now he'll let it go deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this.
Set.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Akers fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard.
Okay,
That's all, down to the 2.
80 weapons.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Look to run with Akers. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Zach Wilson, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead down to 3 at 13-10. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives. So a very good play right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator is a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll drop to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
But give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the
Here we
tight
go,
end a
here
few
we
steps
go.
down
Let's
the
go,
field,
let's go, let's
and
go.
then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get some separation on this play and turn it into a nice gain.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
18. 18, 18. On the go.
2nd and 13. Open man here, the tight end Henry. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 28. 23 yards the pickup there.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Ready.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line.
Dragon 60.
Now back to throw. And Gordon's got it. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Okay, break. Ready. Ready.
They'll try and run with Harris. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding them out on 1st down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout called as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Cut. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Here's a quick throw right side, and he is going to lose yardage here.
Made the quick throw there outside the numbers, and you can feel the thought process. They just wanted to get in his hands and let him make a play. But how about the job they did defensively to keep him bottled up? Instead, they tackle him for a loss.
Ready?
So it's 3rd and goal, and now the question, can this Falcon defense stand tall once more?
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Go.
He'll drop to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now.
Okay, ready?
No field goal here.
Ready?
Try and sneak it here. Try to wedge his way in there. No signal. I don't think he got there. He did it. They try the sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And the Falcons able to muster together a goal line stand. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And now their defense came through with the goal line stand, got them the ball back. Let's see what they can do about putting in time together. Long way to go.
They need to reward that defense. A goal line stand, they've got to make that stand up themselves, right? Give the defense a chance to catch their breath on the sidelines. At least get 2 first downs. 3 would be better. Change field position. Let them catch their breath.
2nd down, they'll go with Akers again. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards. First down.
Let's go now.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
And I don't blame them one bit. How can you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board?
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Ready.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Wilson. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Here we go.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing again here, Wilson. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion.
Let's go.
They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
2nd and 10 now, Wilson. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them up the scoreboard here.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. To throw is Wilson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Patriots have it.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped up in the backfield.
Bravo 80. 19 light.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts. as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one.
Ready, ready.
Following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Sly able to put this one through, and that will do it for this first half. So at halftime, it's the Patriots with the advantage. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic. I think at the half that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A big play there for New England. And even 50 yards.
As a general manager, you're counting on your first and second round draft picks to have a big-time impact on your team. But where you make your bones, rounds 3 through 7. If you can find a few diamonds in the rough there, develop them, you get something going. We're seeing one right here.
Yeah, plays like that lead me to believe that they found a diamond in the rough. And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
Bring it up, bring it up, bring it up.
It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. He'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It's a sack for a loss of 4, and that brings up 3rd down and goal.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
They're going to look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Here we go. Set. Blue dog Corker. Blue dog Corker.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Throw left side, there's London. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. The counter, this is Akers. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense. Now allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback. They also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground. The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
On 3rd down, Wilson. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to make it 4th down. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last time they were the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. 2nd and 6. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. A big completion there against double coverage, and Charles, one of those guys had a pick on him earlier.
Yeah, so he didn't allow that to deter him at all, did he? In fact,
here we go.
It probably was a challenge. Okay, you got to pick me for. It's my turn now to make the big play. That's exactly what he did.
To about the 48-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had his eyes on that one being bigger.
Back to throw. That's straight out wide to Harris. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football.
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
60 Bobcat! 60 Bobcat!
2nd and 9 now. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And the Falcons are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. We're holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half. Those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. The 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
87 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. You know, I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as quarterback. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here. And a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now Wilson. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 39. That one goes for 13 yards and it moves the sticks. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A great effort there. 39 yards. And the Falcons have evened the ball game with a chance to take the lead here in the final minute of this third quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will put them on top here in the third. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Ready.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They run again with Harris. And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple.
Early down stuff will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. We have played 3 quarters. The Patriots send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Here comes Carter. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
Let's go now, let's go now,
About
let's go
set to
now.
begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and then you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Come on,
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
That's out to the flat for Akers. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. What a throw right there for the first down. He has taken some real punishment in this game, but still standing in the pocket, completing that one.
He's a flat-out warrior. There's no question about that. How about him stepping up into the teeth of the rush and delivering there for that big strike and that big pickup.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Cam Akers, his 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Let's go now.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. Just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
19 tight, 19 tight. Cut 19, cut 19.
They'll set up a throw. This pass caught by Hamler. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
Ready.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. They're going right back to Hamler. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up second down.
79 Broncos. Mustang 19.
They'll look to throw again. And Gordon's got it. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. They're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
60 Bison.
Ready. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to drop this down to Harris, middle of the field. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Ready up.
2nd and 7.
Panther 11. Buffalo 18.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Patriots have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
18, Rattler, 18, go!
They'll try and throw for it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. And the failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
No return here for Carter, and this will be a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score. But bottom line, they are still on top with the football. And a touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
The offense on 3rd down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Wilson. And this one is incomplete.
Good clean play, no flags coming out of the pocket of the officials, turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3-and-out.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
The Falcons send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And take it right on the 30. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10.
Pack the 60, pack the 60.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted.
It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it.
And the Falcons will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
Well, there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. Hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
They'll go again here with Akers.
They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
This is taken at the 18. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
13 yards the tally on the return there. And they will take over 1st and 10.
Ready?
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see, do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down. Not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
And he's got room. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Falcons grab it. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
And they will take a knee here.
got a heck of a show, partner. This was a close game for a long time. Close at half, close down the stretch. Home team finds a way to get it done. A narrow victory.
Yeah, they finished with a flourish, didn't they? Because there were times where each side looked like they were the better team out there. And the outcome was in doubt for much of this game. Every snap seemingly more important than the previous one. Great effort from the guys visiting, but in the end, how about those guys in their home stadium finding a way to win?
So for Atlanta,
they run their mark to 6-2 on the year.
And they'll have another home date next week as the...
We spent your whole life trying to blow up, but Elohim never had time for donuts. The beat go ham, no time for cold cuts. The game like Big Fish came to join up. Yeah, I'm still independent. They sold 1 million records, yeah. Used to be on my checklist. Big diamonds don't need a necklace. Look, we built the sound like it's double speed Tetris. I cannot build without God in it. We built the sound, you can't copy this. I never brag, it's just confidence. I never rap for your compliments. I wrote this one for the indie grind. If you ain't signed on the dotted line, can't buy my soul with no dollar signs. The industry so full of troglodytes. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. No, I will not bend. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. I will not bend. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up.